Hey guys, what's up? It's Rhett. Here with another trade video. But before I get into it, I'm going to Orlando this week, so I'm pre-recording my videos if I'm wearing the same shirt. But I'm gonna get into it. This trade video is a Bradley Beal trade video. More of the superstar route, as last video was about an all-star. This is a superstar trade that could help put this team over the top. I don't see it happening unless Bradley Beal asks out, like I've said with the Donovan Mitchell trade. I don't see it happening unless he asks out. I think this is the trade I saw online. You give up Bogey, Hunter, Onyeka, and 2 first-round picks and a first-round pick swap for Bradley Beal. And here's what I think with this. You're keeping John. Hopefully not to a max contract because then you're spacing it out. But I don't think Hunter would get traded. I think the Hawks would give up. Hunter is the most outside of Trey, Hunter is the most untouchable player on our team. I think, y'all kill me for this, it would be Cam. But we're going to go with what they said. We're going to say Hunter, Bogey, Onyeka, and 2 first. So for us, that brings in a second scoring option who can get a bucket, who can give you 30 a night like he did this year, along with Trey getting 20-something a night. Trey would not have all the pressure on the offense, and if Trey hopefully didn't go down with injury, but like in the playoffs, if he did go down in injury, Bradley Beal would be able to pick up the offense and run the team and hopefully be great. The downside of it, your defense gets a ton worse with Bradley Beal. He's worse at defense than Trey. Hunter's your best defender, and he is going to be gone. But you will have Cam Reddish running the 3, who can play good defense. I do say Cam is not better when he doesn't have the ball in his hand, when he's spot up, because he's not a great spot up shooter. He needs to be the guy kind of running the offense more. That's why I think he would get traded, not Hunter, even though Hunter's better and Hunter has better value, which you might have to trade. Because Hunter can be more of a space guy. He can catch and shoot. He doesn't need the ball in his hands as much as I feel like Cam does to create on offense. But if you made this trade, you'd have Trey at the 1, Bradley Beal, 2 30-point per night guys. Then you'd have Cam at the 3, John at the 4, Capella at the 5, which is super solid. That would be a super solid lineup, starting lineup. Maybe it could compete with the best in basketball up there. It wouldn't be better than the Nets, but it'd be up there with like the Lakers and some of the others from 1 through 5 with how great it would be. Because you still have the lob threats, but then you have more scoring threats. That would make up for John's lack of being able to dribble and create his own shot. And with this trade, your bench it takes a step back, but it's not terrible. Contracts would still be bad for you. But if you look at the bench, Lou Will, say you could bring him in. I don't like him, but he's not that great. But on a veteran's minimum, say you bring somebody in like him to be the backup point guard. You'd have Herter at the 2, Gallo at the 4. So then you could, God forbid, have Bruno play the 5, or you could bring in a 5 and bring in a point guard, and you would have a great, Chris Dunn's still here. So Chris Dunn would be the 1. Say you get Lou to be the 2, Herter to be the backup 3, Gallo to be the backup 4. Then you need to bring in a center. I feel like we kind of need to bring in a bigger center. And you would have a super solid lineup. You would get Bogey's contract off. You would probably look to move Gallo in the next year or 2 because John would get paid. Trey would be a max guy and Beal's a max guy. But this is a win-now mode. We're going for the championship for like the next 5 years. And after that 5-year window, we're going to have to figure out what to do. But we want to win now, kind of like the Warriors did with KD when they just kind of traded everybody away to keep the contracts, and we're going to win now, worry about later. I don't think this trade happens unless he asks out. Even if he asked out, I don't think it happens because you're not getting a guarantee that he re-signs with you. And I think we have enough assets to where we don't have to go the Toronto route because we got to the Eastern Conference Finals without our guys. Toronto traded a bunch of their stuff for Kawhi to get a ring because they couldn't get over the top, but this is our first shot. If we'd gone to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 years in a row and lost all 3 years, you might want to do this because, hey, we can't get over the hump. But when you just now made it, you still have these guys to develop. I don't see this happening. And if you're looking for the Wizards' perspective, Bogey's an older player that they would probably like to move on from, because it would just be a contract matching thing. They would probably look to get picks for him because he doesn't fit their rebuild. This probably Westbrook would be gone in their situation. Onyeka would be a young guy they could build around. Hunter would be a young guy they would build around, and then all the picks would help them out. I don't see this happening. I think DeAndre Hunter, other than Trey, is the most untouchable player on our team. I think it goes Trey, Hunter, and then it's kind of in the middle. So I don't see this happening, but this is just an idea I saw. I have another one tomorrow, which will be my last trade video, and then, or my last, like, kind of rumors video. Then I'm going to have my video where y'all gave me y'all's ideas on John Collins trades. That'll be interesting to react to. And then I have just some team videos, some videos on players on the team. And if we have news, of course, I'll have it up. Thanks for watching. Peace.